Everyone sees Jungkook now, the global superstar, the perfectionist, the flawless performer. But most people have no idea how much pain, doubt, and sacrifice built that name. Today we're going deep. This is not just a story of fame, it's the untold story of Jeon Jungkook. The battles no one talks about, the pressure he hides behind his smile, and the fire that made him a legend. Jeon Jungkook was born on September 1, 1997, in Busan, South Korea. From a young age, Jungkook was shy, so shy, in fact, that he barely spoke. He wasn't the loudest in the room. He wasn't the one demanding attention. But inside, something else was brewing, a curiosity, a desire to express. He was captivated by dancing, by rhythm, by motion. And soon, music became his language. But how do you chase a dream when you don't even know where to start? His family wasn't rich. He didn't come from fame. All he had was a vision, and a brother who encouraged him to be brave. At just 13, Jeon Jungkook auditioned for Superstar K, a Korean singing show. But he didn't make it. He was rejected. Most kids would have quit, but that rejection became his fuel. It caught the attention of 7 entertainment agencies. 7. And yet, he didn't choose the biggest one. He chose Big Hit Entertainment. At the time, it was almost unknown. Why? Because of one person, RM, the leader of BTS. Jeon Jungkook saw potential, not in the company, but in the vision, and he decided to take the biggest risk of his life. He left his family, moved to Seoul, became a trainee, and the struggle began. Training wasn't glamorous. Jungkook would train 15 hours a day, dancing, singing, crying in silence. He didn't know how to cook, how to wash clothes, how to live alone. He was just a kid, but he had no choice but to grow up fast. He would often come home to an empty room, exhausted, questioning if he'd made the right decision. He missed his family, his hometown, his normal life. But he kept going. Why? Because he was chasing something only he could see. In 2013, BTS debuted. The world didn't notice them at first. They were mocked, insulted, even called fake idols. And Jungkook? He was just 15, but he had to grow into a man overnight. He became known as the Golden Maknae because he could do everything: sing, dance, rap, act, draw. But here's what fans didn't see. Behind the perfection was a boy haunted by pressure. He wouldn't sleep if he messed up a note. He would cry after performances, thinking he let the team down. He carried the expectation of millions, alone. There was a time when Jungkook broke down. On stage, his body couldn't handle the pressure. He collapsed. In interviews, he talked about feeling lost, anxious, numb. Fame was crushing him. He had everything, but was forgetting who he was. He once said, "Sometimes I feel like I don't know who I am anymore." But in those darkest moments, something saved him. The members, the fans, and the music. Jeon Jungkook began writing, creating. He wasn't just performing anymore, he was telling his truth. Through songs like "Still With You," he let his real emotions bleed into music. He stopped chasing perfection and started chasing meaning. He trained harder, sang deeper, danced freer. He found his identity not in what fans wanted, but in who he really was. Today, Jungkook isn't just a member of BTS. He's a global icon, a solo artist, a symbol of dedication, growth, and resilience. From a shy kid in Busan to someone who moves millions with a single performance. And he never stopped being humble. He still says he's not perfect, still trains every day, still cries when he's overwhelmed with gratitude. Behind every spotlight is a shadow, and behind Jungkook's smile is a story of pure fire. And if there's one thing Jungkook's story teaches us, it's this: You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be real, consistent, and brave enough to keep going. Fall, break, cry, get up anyway, because somewhere out there, someone like Jungkook is proof that your story can become someone else's reason not to give up. This was Jungkook's story, and now it's yours too. Don't forget it.